Hello everyone, welcome to Target45. My name is Jyoti. Today we are going to solve diamond patterns, like we are going to create diamonds well in Python. So we are going to use join method and without join method. So using these two we are going to solve three different diamond patterns. Yesterday, as part of day 5, we have solved the mirror triangle patterns, 22 mirror triangle patterns. And so in continuation with that, so I am doing with the mirror diamond patterns. I think if you have not followed the day 5 completed, then it will be really very easy for this day 6. If you still have not subscribed to Target 45, please subscribe to Target 45. We are daily going to solve one coding problem. Okay, let's start coding. So if we see the pattern, see, I can take this as this is one pattern and this is the second pattern. And from 1 to 5, the pattern is decrementing. The outer loop is decrementing. See, I can separate it into two parts. One is the outer part, I mean the steps part, outer for loop part, and the inner pattern part. The outer part is decrementing, and the inner pattern there is space after every step. So this is one problem, and the second thing is after 5 rows from the sixth row it is continuously decrementing. The pattern is like at line 9, if you see there are 4 stars and then it is decrementing to 1. So we need two different for loops for this. I don't want to use any nested for loop approach, so I'm using efficient two separate for loops method only. So at first we need to start at 1 star and then we need to increment it up to 5, and then we have to stop at 6. So I'm taking the range as 1 to 6. We have to print the spaces first. So how many spaces? 5 minus I spaces, because in the first row we have 4 spaces, and second row there are 3 spaces, and it is continuously continuing. And at line 5 and at the fifth row there are no spaces. So for that condition I'm using 5 minus I. And the second inner pattern part, after star there is space, so I am simply multiplying with the I. So in the first row the I value will be 1, so I am printing star one time. So let's see what it is giving. See, half part is solved already, so we'll come to the next half. See, this is the same, we can just simply copy paste it. What we have to do, we simply have to change the outer for loop pattern. Start at 4, stop at 0, decrement by 1. Here you go, we got a diamond. A. So I'm finally happy that we are creating diamonds with coding. At least we cannot do normal diamonds, we cannot create them, so at least this way we are creating diamonds. So next I'm using join method. So for join method what we have to do, see, the outer for loop part is same. Hmm. So what I'm doing is, even the spaces part is the same. Here I'm taking the join function for this space, and we need to have stars and we have to multiply it with I. So what is it doing is, this will create one generator object, and it will, the join method will take one element at a time, and it will add the space to each element using the lazy loading approach, where it will use the elements in the object iterator object generator object on demand, and it will add spaces one after the other. So this is memory efficient. And if you really have large strings when you code in real time, always remember using join method for large strings. So in day 5 we have discussed about this. You can go through it once if you wanted to. Start at 5. So this is the same, and yeah, even this is the same. The only change is we are using the join function here. That's it. We got two diamonds, one with the using join method and one without using join method. So this is the final solution. So next I have three different diamonds, and the second diamond is with alphabets instead of stars. How are we going to use it? As we know that in ASCII table basically A represents 65 represent A and B represents 66, and this list continues. So I'm going to use chr function for join method and unjoin method. So first we'll solve with the for loops method. What I have to change here, have to use chr, number is 65, and we have to add the space here also. Chr, uh, I can solve it without chr also. I can just simply print a, but when you are dealing with big patterns where you have multiple alphabets instead of a, let's say if you have a b like this, it will become hard for you again to understand. So I'm using chr function and making it easy. So we solve the alphabet diamond pattern. Now we'll solve the with the join method. So what we'll do, space join. What we have to do here, let me remove this. Here we don't need space because the join is doing that only for us. So we'll add the same to the bottom for loop part also. Here you go, invalid syntax. Awesome. Because we did not close the print statement. Okay, here you go. Hey, we have solved the alphabetic diamond pattern also. Now we'll go with the numbers. See, numbers is also simple. What we have to do in numbers, simply we have to change this to string, and we have to replace 65 with 1. We are adding 1 with space into I. Okay, and every time for loop is incrementing, this will print that many number of spaces inside. Okay, after 1 there is space. So in internal pattern part, after a there is space. In the same way, after 1 there is space. We already understood this, so we'll solve with join also. Here what we have to do, we simply have to use string and replace it with 1. We have to replace it with string. That's it. Let's see. Okay. Diamond. Okay. Here you go. We solved it. It's that simple. Today we literally created 6 diamonds. Okay. With code. So, okay, fine. This is part of today's code. Tomorrow we are going to solve other coding pattern. If you have any suggestions on which coding problems we need to solve, please comment in the comment section. We'll definitely try to solve them. Have a nice day. Bye.